All right. Welcome back, everyone. Today is the second episode of Cedra Talks, and the topic is the power of public good. I'm Daniel, core marketing contributor of Cedra, and with me, Yaroslav, core developer relations. Cedra.
Hi
Yeah,
everyone, I'm
to
here.
be honest, it feels a little bit like one of our regular one-to-one calls, just
Yeah.
more public and with more alpha.
Uh,
So let's kick things off with a big question. What does public good um what does public good mean in blockchain, and how is Cedar built around of this idea?
yeah. Thank you for your question. I would start that public good that was something new for me before, etc. And that was a bit tricky to understand it. But now, when I understood what's the main reason of a public good, I understood that that's the only way to stay fair with community and to don't let them lose their liquidity. So, in a few words, public good it's a way how we build our network together with the builders and help them with growth, with some funding, with connection, development, partnership, and etc. So we build a network all together with our technical and non-technical community.
Mhm, mhm. So it's clear Cedar takes the idea of public good seriously, but let's go deeper. What
Mhm.
is Cedar doing to support public goods in the Web3 space?
Yeah. As I mentioned before, we've got a lot of different practices, a lot of different things that we sharing with our builders, projects, and community. Of course, it's a bit tricky to have some funding on your start, and we could be helpful here with some with some initial grants, to onboard small team or bigger one to understand market fit. We could be really helpful for you and your project with strategy, with marketing, and I believe Daniel could
Sure,
be.
sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I believe Daniel would be helpful here. He could dive deeper, but overall, we want to help our project to be more popular in social media and in a crypto industry overall, and etc. Of course, it's importance of a growth now is critical, and we with our team joining project help them with a growth, with a technical help. We could prepare some code review, some help with the contract itself. Of course, besides that, we've got different projects that could be interconnected and help each other to build something bigger uh, together. So partnership, it's an important part of our help for the project.
Mhm. I will say a couple words about marketing. Yeah, we help with go-to-market strategy, social media marketing, and everything that your project needs. And now let's shift the focus to Cedra Launch. Um, many chains went with pre-farming, insider rounds, and
Yeah.
all of that. Cedra didn't. Why?
Mm-hmm. Uh, I would start with my own story,
Yeah.
and that was the reason why I'm here with Cedra and sharing the idea. Because first of all, you should to believe in the idea before, So that was pretty common for me when I invest on some earlier stage into the ecosystems and lose a value, lose liquidity because some funds dumping their tokens because and I was an exit liquidity. So in a Cedra, we avoid those situations where people losing their interest, their liquidity, and it's just fair. And we, as a public good infrastructure, can't be. We must be fair with our community. So that's the point.
Mhm, mhm. Got it, got it. So let's get a bit more technical now. Cedra
Yeah.
runs on the Move virtual machine, right?
Yes. Yes.
And that
Exactly.
comes with some strict rules. And for example, why you can't duplicate resources in Move, and what does mean for developers building on Cedra?
Really great question. Thank you about that. So I would start with a different question: why we should copy paste some resources in a crypto world if we want to change, if we want to use it instead of fiat money? Yeah, right.
Mm,
It's a bit strange.
honestly, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah. Same here. Why you are able to double spend, lose your liquidity in a contract because of double spending attack? Because you just cloning resources in other languages, but in Move it's impossible. And as for me, it's really great. It's that I, I can't believe that we just start with it. So I would say you can't copy paste a house or Mona Lisa or gold because it's gonna lose any value itself, right? But we as crypto builders should be like somewhere in between physical world and virtual world, and I believe this is the only way to add some like informational layer to real world assets, just with that rule, that you can't copy paste your resources. You can't copy paste USDT, you can't copy paste Bitcoin and etc on Cedra, on Move. So I believe it's a killer feature. And I would link you guys to my X account with a detailed explanation what is resources, why it's impossible to clone it, and how we could live with it.
Yeah, sure. Check Yaroslav account. Yeah. And thank you for this sort of technical dive. But now let's turn to the community. I think we have got few updates to share. Plus, we'll talk about how anyone who listening right now can actually contribute to Center.
hmm 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 Yeah, definitely. So we, as a public good, we develop infrastructure for a project, and for us, it's important to be together with the community. So I would say that we developing, we scaling our technical community and help them to be more on site with Cedra code, documentation, and etc. And we would like to prepare some marketing activities to motivate people to deliver to deliver some documentation, some code into the Cedra that could be reused by other project or your own project. And it will details we will add soon here on X, of course. But overall, I would say that we've got huge plans how to work with our technical community, and not only technical, but beside that, of course, anyone who is ready to be helpful in public goods.
Mhm, mhm. So, guys, check our socials and follow us and don't miss anything. Yeah, maybe you can share something more about community initiatives.
Yes, definitely. Right now, we actively onboarding developers from other blockchains because of a really strong idea of a public goods. And when people dive in deep into our infrastructure ecosystem team, they understand that value because it's somewhere in on a fingertips. You know, it's really complex to explain it, but at the same time, you need some time and beside that, of course, we are open source and feel free to reach out our documentation, our code examples. You could reuse any code example and build, for example, DEX. By the way, we just completed really big DEX example. I would say it's 90% production ready, and you could reuse it with slippage tolerance, with automatic market makers, with liquidity pools, and etc. So keep updated. I believe we're gonna post it here on X with detailed explanation how you could reuse it.
Mhm. So we have also some kind of announcement our new documentation, and maybe you can give us some hint what will be next.
Regarding the documentation, of course, DEX would be a big part. We did a huge work with it. Yeah, beside that, of course, we QA our documentation here and there, removing like a small issues. So we work with quality now, diving deeper into the examples itself. Beside that, we're planning to announce instruction how to run validator node soon, and besides that, we will publish developers form about the documentation where you could share your own very own feedback regarding the documentation, what could be better, what was your, I would say, vibe on those documentation parts that you saw, and etc. So we are pretty on early stages, but diving really deep into the technical and non-technical community.
Got it. So, thanks a lot, Yaroslav, for your time and insights. Really appreciate it. Maybe you wanna wish something to developers.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, I wish you to understand your importance for the ecosystems that you given in life for the ecosystems. And I would I would like to motivate you to deliver, to start, not thinking, not finding any excuse, just cloning repository, everything. You got everything. You need only browser. Sometimes it could be some, I don't, code editor. I'm using Cursor, for example. With LLM, you could deliver really fast. You could test your ideas. We could be helpful with different stages, as I mentioned before. So I wish you start to deliver.
Yeah, thank you.